Hi, in this video I am going to show you how to make your sound better in Audacity. Uh, by sound better I mean how to make your sound professional. So we have to define actually what do I mean by professional sound. Please ignore all the noises happening around me. I live in this place and these noises I cannot control at this moment. So when things will be going okay for me, then I think I can rent a new apartment in a quieter place and give you better quality tutorial. But for now, please follow the process. So I was saying that how to make your sound professional in Audacity. By professional sound, the definition of professional will vary from your purpose. For example, if you are recording for audiobooks, then you have a definition of a professional quality voice. If you are working on voiceover, then that has a different definition of professional sound. If you are working on content creation, if you are working on podcast, or if you are working on any other voiceover projects, then the definition of professional will be different. But there is something you can follow to whatever voiceover purpose you have, and that is the ACX audio requirements. I will share that with you on the screen. So what you now see is the ACX audio requirements. ACX is a website where you can actually submit your narrated audiobooks. Though ACX doesn't allow audiobooks from all over the world, they actually have places like United States, Canada, Ireland, and I think United Kingdom. Those are the places they allow audiobooks, but that is not the point. The main point is the ACX audio requirements has a details guideline, actually what a professional sound, the quality of the professional sounds. They have 15 points, and when you are a beginner, you should concentrate on point 8, 9, and point 10. Point 8 is about having the average loudness, and point 9 is the peak loudness, and point 10 is about the noise floor, the noise you have in your audio. So I will show you a demo with Audacity quickly with one of the recordings. So the recording now you see on the screen is from one of my clients, and this is the raw recording, so it is not processed yet. And if I play this, you will hear that the loudness is not quite ideal yet. I'll just play some part of it.
About noon the next day, the boys arrived at the dead tree. They had come for their tools. Tom was impatient.
So you notice that the volume level is not ideal, and what I'll do, I will make a duplicate of this track. I have duplicated this track, and I'll improve the second track. So first track will be original as it is, and the second track will be improved with all the processing. I will show you a simple process. You can blindly follow this process on your audio recording and check how good it is becoming or how better it is becoming. The first step will be apply normalize effect. Select everything inside the track by double clicking, and then go to effect, volume and compression, and then normalize. So I'll get back to the default settings for this. So this is the default settings, and there is a configuration to set the peak amplitude, that is -1 by default, and the ACX requires it to be -3, so you should use -3 and keep the other settings as it is and click apply. So the normalize effect has been done, and the next what I am going to do is I am going to apply a EQ effect. I'll go to effect, EQ and filters, and then I'll choose filter curve EQ, and once again I will flatten this. And you can use a preset, a factory preset, to actually use on this recording. That will be the low roll up for speech. That is the curve, and this curve is actually rolling up from 100 Hz, but ideally to be safe you can roll up from 80 Hz. So this is the 100 line, then this is the 90, and this is the 80. So from 80 Hz it is a roll up, so frequencies below 80 Hz is cut off by this EQ curve, and Benefit of such EQ is that it will reduce the noise that resides in this range, this 20 Hz to 80 Hz range. If you have any background noise on that range, that will be minimized using this EQ curve. So I'll apply this, and then I'll apply the compressor effect. To apply the compressor effect, go to effect, volume and compression, and then compressor. The compressor effect is actually reduces the dynamic range, and dynamic range is a technical term. The main thing with the dynamic range, or the main point of dynamic range, is to decrease the volume level between the very high and very soft audio. So sometimes you are talking too loud and sometimes you are talking softly. So the dynamic range, the compressor effect reduces the dynamic range, and your audio will be better to listen to overall. So once again I'll go to defaults, and then I'll show you actually what changes I am making. I won't use this makeup gain checkbox. I'll I'll check this compress based on peaks, because the way I'm going to configure the compressor, the compress based on peaks need to be checked. And the threshold is -12, okay. The noise floor -40, that is also okay. And the ratio I'll set 3:1. It actually depends from audio to audio. The ideal value should be from 2:1 to 4:1. I am being on the safe side. I am applying the 3:1. That works okay on most of the recording. There is actually a details process finding the best compression settings of a recording, but that will make this video too big. So I am just for now I am using these, and you can just follow this one and see if your recording is becoming better, and then you can look for more advanced techniques. So I'll apply this. So the compressor is applied, and you can see the waveform height has increased a bit after applying compressor. So it has actually a loudness which is it has now more loudness than expected. So I'll go to effect and go to the normalize effect again, and once again I'll use these settings, the -3 peak amplitude and this one. So now this audio is nearly ideal for using in any platform, and I can actually check the metrics of this audio from the ACX check. This tool ACX check, you can install this tool ACX check, search for ACX check in Audacity, and you will get a link of the Audacity plugins website. So you can see that the noise floor and the peak has passed, but the RMS failed. So I should have compressed it a bit harder with a better ratio. Like I used 3:1 in the compressor. I should have used more than that, but that's okay. I will just checking the quality of improvement it has. This processing has been done. So if you remember, I used actually I used actually 4 audio effects on this recording. Three audio effects. First I used normalize, then I used EQ, then I used compressor, and then I normalized again. So the peak remains in the ACX standard level. So let's now play this and listen to both audios. So first I'll play the original.
About noon the next day, the boys arrived at the dead tree. They had come for their tools. Tom was...
And now I'll go to play the improved.
About noon the next day, the boys arrived at the dead tree. They had come for their tools. Tom was impatient to go to the haunted house. Huck was measurably so, but suddenly said, "Looky here, Tom. Do you know what day it is?" Tom mentally ran over the days of the week, and then quickly lifted his eyes with a startled look in them. My, I never once thought.
So you now understand that how good the processed one has become, and that was a very simple processing. I used a very simple processing, and if you want to know very details of all the processing, then I have some courses on that, Audacity courses. The Audacity bundle is the most popular, most sold course of mine. I will show you that. Let me share. Yeah, this one. This Audacity bundle. It actually has been. This Audacity bundle, people actually published audiobooks and own voiceover auditions after completing this course. This bundle actually have two courses and two macros. One is the Audacity course for beginners, and then the advanced Audacity course, and then it has a built-in predefined macro pack, like you can make your sound better in single click with these EQs and macro packs. There are 11 predefined macros on that. And then I also have this customized EQ and macro on your voice. So I will customize the EQ that is suited for your voice only. So if I'll put this link in the description, and also the SCX requirement link. I'll also, you check those and let me know if you have any questions or queries. Thank you for being in the live stream. See you on the next.